make people understand that actually the bigger problem that we've got going on in society is that they are not developing the right-handed side of their brain. We're being encouraged not to by social media. We do have the wokeism that is pushing an ideology that is not conducive with a high trust society or a civil society. And we are being actively encouraged to not believe in a God in this country, which is very, very sad, in my opinion. You know, I know there's a lot of people that say, well, it seems to me that when I'm at the worst in my life, you know, God never seems to come and help me. I'm just left to deal with it on my own. You know, and there's a good poem for that as well that's a bit philosophical that I'm going to get and maybe make people understand. So let me get this and play that out. That would be the last bit that I play out with. You know, when you're young and you go to church and that and you listen to all the sermons, you don't really listen to the words like you're supposed to. You don't really take it in. You know? Hold on, not that one. We'll have that after. Yeah, so you don't really take it in, but as you get older and you understand the importance of words and tones and inclinations and the depths of a soul that can be spoken through words, you begin to understand what they mean. So let me play this. Yeah, so you don't really take it in, but as you get older and you understand the importance of words and tones and inclinations and the depths of a soul that can be spoken through words, you get older and you understand the importance of words and tones and inclinations and the depths of a soul that can be spoken through words. You begin older and you understand the importance of words and tones and inclinations and the depths of a soul that can be spoken through words. You begin to understand what they mean. So let me play this. What and tones and inclinations and the depths of a soul that can be spoken through words. You begin to understand what they mean. So let me play this.
I'm the leader of a satanic sex cult pedophile ring. Well, it's true. Like, I've apparently got a background of domestic violence. I don't.
Were you ever violent to her?
Yes, on 2 occasions, 3 occasions, but 2 occasions were the same. I ripped her glasses up. That was one, and 2 other times I grabbed hold of Mom with her jumper or whatever she had on, and I would shake her. They said that we're killing babies. I was shipping them in, and we was cooking. They were showing with their hand movements how I would get their hand on the knives, and we would cut the baby's neck, drain the blood, and then drink the blood. But hey, I can tell you, if I've done something wrong, find it. I can't remember how, but I found out that the police were looking for me. It might have been social services got in touch with me and said that you need to go to the police station and the children have been taken away from your mom. And I'm saying, why? Why they've been taken away from the mom? What's going on? And they won't tell me anything. And I was kind of freaking out a little bit.
And what did the police say to you that you'd been accused of?
They said, I'm okay with what they said. It's more that it had come from my children. They'd said I'm the leader of a satanic sex cult pedophile ring, and there's 100+ involvement in this, including CAFCAS, the police, social services, the school, and I'm the leader of this. And I mean, I'm sat across, and they're recording this, and I'm sat across from the table from the police officer asking the questions, and I don't know how to answer that to...
Well, what was your reaction? I mean, did you...
It's difficult to have a reaction because I was kind of okay because it's just ludicrous.
Yes.
It was the fact that my children had said this.
Mm. And what else had they apparently told the police that you'd done?
They said that my children, my 2 children, 8 and 9,
Okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
they said that I'd sexually abused them. And I was selling them to people. My kids are wonderful. I swear. I've been selling them in this satanic cult thing. Not just, they said by myself, but by, they named 60, 70, 80 people. And they said that we're killing babies. I was shipping them in, and we was cooking. They were showing with their hand movements how I would get their hand on the knives, and we would cut the baby's neck, drain the blood, and then drink the blood. And I mean, it's just horrific upon horrific detail.
Was it abroad, you think, where your ex-partner and her new boyfriend filmed your children making these allegations, which were then uploaded onto the internet?
Yeah. What they did, they beat my kids. They called licks, where you get a spoon and you hit the kid. I said a kid. It was in this instance, it was my two children. And her boyfriend had punched my son in the ear, and they were told to recount these allegations of what I'd done, or supposed to have done, as well as all these other people. And when they wouldn't, they said, "No, Papa, he didn't do this." And they said, "Yes, it did. You stupid little," to my daughter. And it's sick.
Those clips of your children making those allegations, some people watching us now will have clicked on them.
Well, I didn't very much so. One video in the first 10 days, nearly 300,000 views. One video. There's now hundreds of them all over.
According to the judge involved in this case, they may have been viewed about 4 million times around the world.
Yeah.
As a result of the spread of these clips on the internet, people sharing them, what sort of abuse did you receive?
Death threats. Today, yesterday, still comments on pedo, whatever. I understand. I get it.
I want to talk about the recent judgment that was made in your case in the family courts, and the judge very unusually decided to make her judgment public.
Yes.
Mrs. Justice Porfley said in her judgment, "I'm able to state with complete conviction that none of the allegations are true. The claims are baseless. Those who've sought to perpetuate them are evil and or foolish."
Well, it's true, first of all, but there was nothing inside me going, "Oh, great, yes, great, thank God I'm not going to be done." None of that, nothing. It was not empty, but it couldn't be anything else. Mm. It couldn't be anything else. And my thought was, okay, excuse me, my next thought was, okay, let's, Ricky, you've got to go and start to take things forward, getting to see your children more, and basically to eventually be the carer of my children.
The judge said that your children had been forced to concoct accounts of horrific events by their mother and her partner, and that their stories came about as a result, the judge said, of relentless emotional and psychological pressure and significant physical abuse. And that included hitting.
ever eaten jollof rice, but I love jollof rice. I can now cook it myself. You know, in the early days, my husband would have to cook it, but I've now learned how to cook jollof rice, and I love jollof rice. But I can't stand the smell. Yeah. The street that I live, you did. Yeah. Of the dead fish that smells like feet that some Nigerians eat. Don't like it. It's not because I'm racist to Nigerians. I don't like the fucking smell. And people need to understand that when nuance is taken away, when understanding the bigger context of things is taken away. Yeah, look, Empress says the same, you know. Yeah. When you take that away and you don't actually weigh things up and you start looking for racism everywhere, you're going to cause divisions. Yeah. For example, I'll give you an example last night, right? Last night in the street that I live in, the street that I live, you did, sometimes it can be loud, sometimes it can be quiet. And most of the time, people don't give a shit, right? Even if people screaming, but all happy. As a first 45 minutes, you know, people making a load of noise, but Africans, right? They were Africans. They were really loud. And anybody that deals with Africans, it doesn't matter where in the continent they come from, you would know that they speak loud. They don't mean to, but they do, right? They were Africans. The first thing the woman said after Hector asked them to shut up and fuck off, yeah? Now, she couldn't see Hector because there's a tree, so she couldn't see who it was, oh, all these white people moaning in this street. And I just laughed to myself. I said, she ain't got a clue. But one of the people that fucking complained was white. Not one. Yeah? But years ago, living in this very same area, if somebody complained about the noise you were making, you just said, oh, sorry, we're having a party, it's got a bit out of hand, sorry, we don't mean to be loud, it's the drink. You move on a bit. No one even mentions colour. But in today's world, because they're being taught with critical race theory that you have to focus in on colour, everyone mentions it. The world has gone nuts. And it does need to be pulled back. It needs to be pulled back. Because you can see the way it's going. I can see it. On one level, it scares me, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it doesn't scare me on the level, do I think that I'm personally under threat living in the area that I'm in, that the people that I know? No. Do I understand the reality that the risks of it at the moment are quite low, that you're going to... It depends where you're going. Depends where you're going. The truth is, yeah, that when I said I don't want race wars in this country, it looks like we're heading that way. And I know for a fact that most white people did not want to go down this road. And still don't. People need to stand together and call this government out for what they're doing. Critical race theory needs to stop. Equity needs to stop. Context and nuance need to be brought back. From what I can see, 234, there's a rising anti-white agenda, which is causing a backlash from some people against all ethnic minorities. And it's not all ethnic minorities, and it's not all white people that are bad. And half caste is not a word that I would use. I would say mixed ethnicity these days. Out for what they're doing. Critics need to be brought back. Context and nuance need to be brought back. From what I can see, 234, there's a rising anti-white agenda, which is causing a backlash from some people against all ethnic minorities. And it's not all ethnic minorities, and it's not all white people that are bad. And half caste is not a word that I would use. I would say mixed ethnicity these days. And it was quite funny because, you know, one by one, the neighbours moaned because there's these, no one gave a shit. But then people started leaving the party when understanding the bigger context of things is taken away. Yeah, look, Empress says the same.
Upstairs, there's year 4 and year 5. Yeah. And after, just like, I'm in year 4, so in year 4, there's just there, and then year 5 is there on that side, and the staff room is just at the front of us. Okay. So just walking the staff room is just upstairs, there's year 4 and year 5. Yeah. And after, just like, I'm in year 4, so in year 4, there's just there, and then year 5 is there on that side, and the staff room is just at the front of us. Okay. So just walk in the staff room, and then there's this kitchen, and then there's a sofa, and that's where we do sex.
So why do you go in there first of all? Why don't you?
Nuance is taken away. And people need to understand that when nuance is taken away, when understanding the bigger context of things is taken away. Yeah, look, Empress says the same, you know. Yeah.
You just go to class.
No, we'd go to class sometimes too, yes.
Right, so
we go to class sometimes, yes.
Okay, so you go to class.
Yes.
Okay, and then what happens when you get to
class?
And
then they got this, in my classroom, they got this little door at the back, right at the back of the classroom. They've got a little door, and it's just like a tiny little room. It's all stuffed with sweets, prizes, especially to pay the children with sweets, to do sex to them.
Right.
Yeah, so they give sweets as much as they like.
Yeah.
So they give sweets so till they're like full, they're done. So because while they eat the sweets, they do sex to them. So they pay them sweets, and then after they do what they want them to do.
Okay.
Because the children.
What children? What children?
So there's children from our school, 200 children in our school, but it's not like all. Okay. There's 20 special children.
Who are these 20 special children?
There's Millie. She's a brown girl.
Millie who?
Millie Cowell.
Millie